On Neptune Prime TV News headlines, residents stranded as fuel scarcity bites harder in Abuja. JAM has no power to decide qualification for admission, says ASU. Over 8 million people need humanitarian aid in the northeast. And Boko Haram recruits 8,000 teenagers as child soldiers. Good day, I am Rekia Usman Mohammed. Welcome to Neptune Prime TV News. Residents in the Federal Capital Territory FCT are stranded as fuel scarcity bites harder in Abuja. This scarcity is coming on heels of the importation of adulterated petrol into the country a week ago. The Academic Staff Union of Universities ASU has accused the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board JAM of encroaching into the university's autonomy. President of the union, Professor Emmanuel Asodeke, after announcing a 4-week strike action beginning from February 14th, lamented that the autonomy of universities is under increasing threat by the meddlesome activities of JAM in admission processes and regulation of academic activities in the Nigerian university system. He, however, emphasized that JAM has no powers to decide qualification for admission, adding that it also lacked the powers to give admission or delist programs of universities. ASU therefore called on JAM to desist from overstepping its original mandate and allow universities to decide on admission policies and processes. The United Nations Office of the Coordination of Humanitarian Activities, UN OCHA, has said that 8.4 million people are in dire need of humanitarian aid in the northeast of Nigeria this year. According to the UN agency, the conflict stemming from the insurgency of non-state armed groups in northeast Nigeria continues to intensely as ever. UN OCHA raised the alarm in its Humanitarian Needs Overview 2022 report released Tuesday in Maiduguri, the Borno state capital. The attacks and insecurity have displaced 2.2 million people with the devastation of agricultural production and other livelihoods, said the report. Besides, it added the over a decade conflict has cut off essential services, lamenting that it also caused the crisis of protection insurgency affected states of Borno, Adamawa, and Yobe. According to the report, there is no early end to the conflict. It further disclosed that 1.5 million people are internally displaced persons, IDP returnees, who lack basic services and livelihoods in their liberated communities. Lamenting on the incessant attacks, the report said that 3.9 million people are members of or communities affected by hosting the IDPs in insurgency-affected states. On hard-to-reach areas, it said that about 733,000 people are currently inaccessible by the international humanitarian actors for aid. The conflict and insecurity make humanitarian operations difficult and dangerous. The report warned, stating that most of the supply routes and roads in Borno State are highly risky for humanitarian staff or materials to reach the people in their needs. The United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, has said that Boko Haram has recruited 8,000 boys and girls into child soldiers in the northeast since 2009. The 13-year insurgency has also killed 40,000 people with the destruction of property worth 9.1 billion. That's 3.42 trillion in Borno, Adamawa, and Yobe states. UNICEF Chief Field Officer Pong Yang, in a statement on Monday in Maiduguri, the Borno state capital, disclosed this to mark International Day Against the Use of Child Soldiers, or Red Hand Day. Besides, she added it is unacceptable for girls and boys to continue to serve on the front lines of a conflict they did not start. There should be an end to the recruitment and use of children by armed groups, noting that children in the custody of armed groups should be released. We must do more to ensure that Nigeria's children do not suffer the worst impact of conflict. She warned that every day of delay in the custody of armed groups is a tragedy with grave implications for the children and their families. That's the news compiled and packaged by Aisha Musa Ayo. I am Rekia Usman Mohammed on Prime News TV. Good day.